For all 5 major football teams in our region, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, the Falcons and the Titans, we are on to the offseason. The Atlanta Falcons are the only team of the 5 to win their final game, but they're also the ones who made the biggest headlines this weekend, because after 2 seasons as head coach, Raheem Morris has been relieved of his duties. Despite ending his tenure with 4 straight wins, Morris went 8-9 in both of his seasons as head coach, and this year's team was actually eliminated from the playoffs way back on December 7th. The Falcons are all in on a fresh start as they've also fired GM Terry Fontenot. Falcons fans should be very hopeful for the future because it's a team that is loaded with exciting young studs on both sides of the ball. And so looking ahead to the future, who are some potential names for the head coaching opening? Well, it's early and the Falcons are soon to be requesting interviews with available candidates, but a few names to look out for include Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak, recently fired Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski, Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores, Rams defensive coordinator Chris Shula, Broncos DC Vance Joseph, just to name a few. And keep an eye on ex-Ravens coach John Harbaugh, just let go by Baltimore this afternoon. Harbaugh is likely to be the top candidate on the market. It's going to be a fascinating next few weeks as the Falcons find their leader. But it's not just Atlanta who is in the market for a new head coach. The Tennessee Titans fired head coach Brian Callahan back in October, so they've had plenty of time to think about potential candidates. And if you ask me, I'd try to hire a bright offensive mind for my young talented quarterback Cam Ward. Seahawks OC Clint Kubiak, the son of Super Bowl winning head coach Gary Kubiak, will likely be the hottest name on the list. As for the names the Titans have already requested to interview, that includes Vance Joseph, Kevin Stefanski, Coach DC Lou Anarumo, Chiefs DC Steve Spagnuolo, Chiefs OC Matt Nagy, a wild card name, former Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett, and yes, Raheem Morris. And the man who is leading the search, general manager Mike Borgonzi, said today that he's looking for someone who demands accountability across the organization.
The biggest thing is being demanding. You don't always have to be heard and be a big alpha. It's just demanding things out of your players and staff. And having a vision, having standards in the organization. Being able to hold people accountable is the biggest thing. Throughout the whole building, Paul, staff, players, and that person ultimately has to connect everybody in the building too.
And definitely a name to keep tabs on for the Titans is the aforementioned John Harbaugh. The Super Bowl winning head coach was fired by the Ravens just hours ago, and he undeniably is the #1 name on the market. And both Georgia and Tennessee are back on the basketball court tonight. Game 2 of conference play as the Dogs suffer just their 2nd loss of the season. Tough challenge on the road against the defending champs, All Gators, in the Swamp, 92-77. And the Tennessee Vols, meanwhile, currently up big in Knoxville against the Texas Longhorns as they look for their first SEC win of the season. Both Tennessee and Georgia will try to keep pace in what's going to be a very competitive SEC. Vols and Dogs are back at it Saturday. Don't go away. More news and weather next.